Hello and welcome at Stocks Advisors again. In today's episode, we will talk about 21st Century Fox Incorporated, traded at Nasdaq, ticker name FOXA. Well, FOXA actually was trading last trading session very well and did show a very nice white shadowless upwards candle, and now of course it attracted a lot of attention, questions asking like, will it really further grow? Till how much can we grow? Is it really a game changer, or what's actually going on with FOXA and what can happen with it? Well, first we need to understand let's say the general situation and the chart analysis. So in generally speaking, like FOXA, of course, 21st Century Fox is of course a well-known company, huge market capitalization, 15.7 billions. Overall, it's well known with big history, but the question is, where is it going to go? What is this trend and what we can see? And in that sense, we need to understand that the long-term behavior for FOXA is actually negative. And this also can be seen by a moving average 200 line here. By the way, we have three moving averages depicted here. It's moving average 20, 50, and 200, being green, blue, and red lines correspondingly. Here on the left in this circle, you see their depictions, actually their legends. Well, if you look at the moving averages and general behavior of the company, it's going downwards, it's declining, especially if you look at the long-term moving averages like 200. But the most important is it's not just going down, it's going down with acceleration, meaning like that if you look at this red line, it's going down, it's bending down, and it's going further. So its first and second derivatives are negative, meaning that it goes down with acceleration. So to return it, we need something significant, something serious. And of course, you can say that the fact that we are actually now in the COVID days also helps in a bad sense to push the price down. And indeed, it's the case, because it's very hard to continue activities for the company. Making films, etc. is very hard these days, and therefore the price cannot really recover to pre-COVID levels. And although some volatility was shown here, we can see, but the prices are still generally declining. But the volatility waves are quite significant, and if you look at the trading channels here last months, you can see that there are two channels. It's upwards channel and the downwards channel. Actually, you can even say it's almost moving with moving average 200 here. And what is important, that this channel is narrowing, so it's actually going to flag soon. Let's call it R1 and R2 levels. So these are flagging, but it still will take some time before the flag really will form. So when this kind of pattern will form, and once we are in the end of the flag, we should have a fast move. Well, upwards or downwards, it will be of course decided by the current situation at that moment of the market. Most probably upwards, because in general the company is doing overall very well. Fundamentals are okay in the sense that's what it's doing. Although temporarily ones are not that good, this causes the price to go down. So flagging is seen, but it's very slow flagging. It takes time, and if you would just linearly extrapolate this, you can say, well, it will probably take another 4 or 5 months because the channel will be fully formed, and then we'll see some severe action here. Before that, most probably what will happen in general for FOXA is just volatiling within the channel, and that's exactly what we see now. Like 2 trading sessions ago, we reached the bottom of the channel, so R2, sorry, and then now we have upwards move. In that sense, it was a double bullish touch of R2, because we just touched it as support line of the channel. Also, there was additional support line in general observed here. Well, not that strong one, more like a volatility. Let's therefore draw it in blue. And also it was delayed magic cross down, which is working as a temporarily bullish effect. And delayed magic cross down is when the moving average 20 hit the moving average 50 from top. But the price action is already down. So the price action already did the movement, and the magic cross takes place only then. Then it's a delayed magic cross, which usually works bullish, and that's exactly what we see here. The price went up already 2 days. Now the question is what we can expect here. Well, if you're already in the position, if you entered somewhere at the beginning, let's say of the levels of 25 plus, maybe it's wise to wait, because still some action can take place here at least until the moving average 200 until the channel top of the channel R1. Actually R1 is kind of following moving average 200, so it's not a linear flag but kind of bending one. So overall moving average 200 will work here as more or less a strong line. Also there are very well echeloned resists here, you can see on those levels. Actually, yeah, let's redraw it. It's here and also these levels. So in general, and also of course R1 line works as a resist itself. So in that sense, the very high move probably won't be seen, but still there is a gap to be filled up to 10-15% maybe. So if you're already in position, maybe it's wise to wait. But in general, FOXA is to stock to wait a little bit. Just keep it in mind to wait until we, if we reach these levels of the dark circle where the strong resistivity will start, and we will go again downwards. At that moment, when we go again downwards, that would be interesting opening positions here, because whenever you are at the lower part of this flagging, R1, R2, then it's very nice to enter. And having said that, actually the blue line will be the nice level to enter. Let's call it S1. And anything below that as well would be very nice, because it's not only the channel itself, but there are also a lot of support lines here, even if the channel will be temporarily pierced. So let's call this one as S2 line. So in general, the advice is here, yes, we can still do the move, but most probably we will be sitting in the flag on R1, R2, so it's better to wait until a reversal move, maybe not next week but week after, and then it will be very interesting to enter. And having said that, we also see there another support lines. So the first entry would be advised these levels. Let's call them this one like S3. Yeah, it's a bit other way around, but so the first entry would be advised between S3, S1. And then the average down, should the price pierce lower, would be from the middle S2, S1, S2, and then lower than S2. And again, it's advised to buy with 1 to 2 portion average down approach, meaning that you buy with 1 portion and then you average down with 2 portions. So with this, it would be the safest approach for FOXA to play with, although it's temporarily might be volatiling upwards, but in general, downwards move is expected here. And any serious moves for FOXA can be expected both technically when the flag will be finishing, and also fundamentally, or let's say when the COVID restrictions will be lifted. And once this happens, most probably it will happen simultaneously, because as I said at the beginning, the flag formation will take another 4, 5, up to 6 months maybe, as well as lifting of COVID restrictions are also foreseen for that period. Therefore, it could be a double big bullish push, and then the price could recover completely to pre-COVID states. But this is just a general consideration, a little bit too early to discuss. It's still, we need to wait several months for that. We'll be coming back to FOXA here and then to discuss it. For the moment, it's all for FOXA. Also with this, do not forget to subscribe to our channel. This way you will not miss another interesting videos and interesting discussions for US-based stocks.